here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the South Korean Zerg player representing Dragon KZ Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Dark. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Terran player. Down in this series, are looking to fight back. It is GuMiho. We go. Welcome everyone in the chat. Welcome. And GuMiho going to be setting up for an opener that we have seen quite prevalent here. Oh my, okay. Things are popping off. We have a pull first out of Dark. GuMiho, I believe, is going to be going, 2 racks. I assumed that it was going to be a singular racks here on the low ground into a factory, but GuMiho is going for his 2 racks opener against a pull first. This is going to be an interesting dynamic. Oh my god. Okay. Pull, hatch, gas. So a very safe opener out of Dark. This will allow Dark to get into faster queens, but I believe Dark is going to be playing 2 bases a little bit longer here. I don't know if he's going to be able to really take a faster 3rd base once the Reapers do hit the field. Oh. Here we go. Oh, 6lings are on the way, so Dark is going to be a little bit more aggressive with said opener. But yeah, this is an unfortunate turn of events. So Dark blindly went for this opener, went for this build. Now he's checking with his Overlord, and the reason why this is less than ideal for Dark is because we already have a full wall off. We have additional Reapers on the way. These lings shouldn't find any damage whatsoever. They shouldn't be able to. I mean, there are no add-ons to deny. They can't delay the CC. I wouldn't go as far as to say this is like a build order win, but like this is, looking like a good start here for GuMiho. Reaper gets across the map, confirms the pull first, confirms the later hatchery. He will rotate around, confirming the lack of 3rd base. And yeah, the lings, they have to come back home. Dark knows he can't quite do anything with them. Oh, and he even has to evacuate that natural base. Aye. This one queen's got a lot of area to traverse. As we're going to be able to get a couple of hits in on one of these Reapers, but Dark is being contained. And again, these lings, they could have been drones. It was a big investment for Dark early on, and an investment that did not pay off. Did not pay off in the end. And now behind this, GuMiho, he can start working on his transition. We have a tech lab reactor on the way. Behind this factory, we could go into a 3rd CC or a faster starport if GuMiho wanted to be more aggressive. He has the option. Oh my god, going into a very fast eBay actually. GuMiho. Something that I was not expecting. I mean, it is GuMiho, and he can be a really quirky player. But with this eBay on the way, he can get into his +1 timing that much faster. I'm curious if we even will get a 3rd from GuMiho, to be honest. As GuMiho decides to go up to 4 Reapers. Lings get across the map. There's a wall and Marines behind it, of course. And the Reapers, they confirm the 3rd base. So now GuMiho knows he's not being 2-base all-in. But I did expect this out of GuMiho. With this faster +1, we have the starport on the way. Reactor as well. We should be seeing an add-on swap momentarily to get into medevacs. If GuMiho wanted to double down, we could even see like a delay on the medevac production, and we just go straight for Hellions instead, just to hit that much harder. I'm curious how GuMiho is going to piece this together, as this is going to be a very aggressive and very dedicated push from our Terran. Meanwhile, behind this, Dark is going Roaches. He's getting his 3rd base slowly up and running. And Roaches will help in the defense. We do get the add-on swap, so we are going straight into those medevacs. A 3rd Rax is thrown down as well. My god. This is the beginnings of a 2-base all-in out of GuMiho. Part of me wants to like stray away from calling it that and just say it's really committed, because he could always throw down a 3rd CC as he moves out, but it's going to be a very late 3rd CC from GuMiho. As back at home, Dark is just setting up here with his roaches. Move out is commencing, +1 is kicking in, combat shields is on the way, and it will finish up in the middle of this attack. And this is gonna hit like a truck. Back at home, what do we have to defend? We have five queens, not too many. Do have a couple of roaches. They can tank some hits. Army has been spotted. And GuMiho is gonna rotate around. It looks like he's just gonna focus on clearing up creep, if that. Behind this, 2 more Raxes. Nah, 2-base all in. Now that we have 2 more Raxes, yeah, this is just straight up a 2-base all in at a GuMiho. He had the option here if he wanted to try and throw down a third, but nah, mate. He doesn't need it, know where he's going. As I say that, SCV is moving in position. Never mind. Is looking to expand. Meanwhile, Dark is just getting saturated on 3 bases. Again, if GuMiho does throw down a third CC, like, this is a very late third base here from our Terran player. And I'm surprised that he's opting to go for it, but I mean, now that he's seen a Roach Army, yeah, there we go. Third CC is thrown down. Dark's in a pretty good position at this point. He was able, as long as he survives. Like, this is still a strong push, but Dark is getting up to 4 bases. You know, he's up 20 workers. Does he have the army he needs, though, to survive this attack? As we have 2 tanks with this, they're slowly leapfrogging forward. Hydroden is on the way, 1-1 for Dark. Here we go, we're just going to stim on forward, focus down some of these roaches. We get on top of the morphing in Ravagers as well. But the Biles will buy some time. But GuMiho, he just dives on forward. The queens are being brought in. And it looks like Dark has enough to hold. Oh, the Biles even connect. And yeah, GuMiho, he's running out of steam. Again, this was very committed. This is basically all in. Like, I know we have a third base, but this is basically all in at a GuMiho. And if he doesn't do any economic damage here, there is just almost no way to recover. He has to keep pushing. He's rallying everything across the map. He knows that he has to break one of these bases. Or at least, I don't know, reset the Ravager count. He's peeling off a couple of Marines towards that third base. But alas, we do see Dark collapsing on this army. Biles connect. The first tank goes down. The second tank as well. We even take down a medevac. GG gets called, and Dark takes game number 2, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Dark had a rough start to begin with. If you remember, he was stuck on 2 bases. He went pool first into 6 lings that did nothing. So GuMiho had a strong beginning here to his game, and he was setting up for a 2-base all-in, but he didn't commit. I mean, he didn't commit after he saw the Roach opener, and Roaches, they are very defensive units. You can get into Ravagers, they can be difficult to break, but yeah, it felt like GuMiho was caught between 2 worlds. He was of 2 minds, right? He was second guessing himself a little bit. His push was heavily delayed, and again, he was even throwing down a third base behind it. You know, again, even that showing us that he wasn't fully confident in his ability to end the game. So yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, we talk about this all the time, when you set up for an all-in and when you decide to try to transition away from that without doing any damage, like, it's a difficult thing to do at this level of play. An almost impossible thing to do without doing damage or without getting damage done. And yeah, over time was working against GuMiho, and Dark was able to take the series 2-0. GG, congratulations to Dark. Oh. How many Raxes did GuMiho have? He had at least 5. He had at least 5 Raxes on 2 bases. Because he had his initial 2, then he threw down a third Rax, and he threw down 2 more Raxes behind it. So it was 5 Raxes on 2 bases. Unless I missed one. Regardless, GG, well played. And with that, we have our finals. Let's go. Dark Hero? Yeah. Always, Bobby, always. As is tradition here, in the grand finals of the KSL, it is going to be Dark versus Hero. They face off many times. Again, Dark is the best Zerg player in South Korea. Hero, also the best Protoss of Korea. So whenever they sign up for these events, they do face off very often and very frequently. And they have been going back and forth in series. I believe last week, they faced off in the finals of KSL, and Hero was victorious. Fun fact, Hero actually came back from a 2-0 deficit. Hero pulled off a reverse sweep last week. Meanwhile, the week before that, the reverse happened, where Hero was up 2-0, and then Dark pulled off the reverse sweep and won 3 games in a row, Dark becoming the champion. So yeah, over the past 2 weeks, it's been Hero and Dark back and forth, and now we're here once again with Hero and Dark in the finals. Who's it going to be this time? This time, who is going to become the champion? It's going to be difficult to decide because, again, they have been very back and forth. They are very close in skill. They are the best of their races, respectively. So best of luck. Best of luck when it comes to your predictions.